Hi everyone, my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in today's video I want to answer another common question, which is how much water should I drink for good skin? Now you've probably heard it many times before that drinking loads of water or drinking 8 cups a day or even 3 liters will make your skin look better or glow. And it's one of those things that just seems like it should be true. But you guessed it right, it's not. Now I want to talk about where I think this idea actually came from, why it doesn't really work the way people think it does, and what actually helps your skin to stay hydrated. Okay, so let's first start with the whole drink more water for better skin idea. It probably came from early studies on dehydration. Now, some of the first research on this goes back to the mid-1900s when scientists were studying dehydration mainly in medical or extreme conditions like soldiers training in heat, athletes, or people who were sick. They noticed that when the body lost too much water and electrolytes, the blood flow and skin elasticity changed. So their skin looked dull, dry, and less elastic. And when they rehydrated, it improved again. But that was in extreme conditions where people were actually dehydrated, not in everyday life. For most of us, that kind of dehydration just doesn't happen because the body naturally regulates its water levels very tightly. Still, it can occur temporarily in situations like heavy sweating, being sick, or not drinking enough during very hot weather. But it usually resolves very quickly once you rehydrate. So while dehydration can make the skin look a little bit worse in those moments, it doesn't mean that drinking excessive amounts of water every single day will make it look better when you're already hydrated. And I guess that's where the entire mix-up happened. People saw that dehydration made skin look worse and thought that the opposite must be true, that more water would automatically make it glow. But that's not the case. Now fast forward to more modern studies from around the early 2000s to the mid-2010s that explored whether simply drinking more water could have any noticeable effect on healthy skin. Some showed tiny improvements in the outer layer of the skin, mostly in people who weren't drinking much water to begin with. But other studies found that a simple moisturizer made a much bigger difference than any extra glass of water. So when you look at this as a whole, it's easy to see how those studies probably helped spread this idea. And I think that's where the confusion began, because the original research was about real dehydration, not about adding more water when you're already fine. So this simple observation slowly turned into a wellness rule. Maybe not just for scientific reasons, but because it fit well with business interests and public enthusiasm. But the thing is, that's not really how it works. So I want to explain what's actually going on when you drink water so that this makes more sense. Now when you drink water, it goes into your stomach, gets absorbed into your bloodstream, and your body sends it to where it's needed most, like your organs, your brain, and your cells. That's because those parts of your body rely on water to keep you alive and functioning properly. So your brain, heart, liver, and kidneys get priority because they need a constant and balanced level of hydration to work as they should. And your blood also needs enough water to transport oxygen and nutrients throughout your body. So by the time everything is balanced and your vital systems are supported, there isn't any extra water left that your body just can't send directly to your skin. Your skin only benefits indirectly. It doesn't get water on its own. It just shows how balanced things are inside your body. And if your body is already hydrated, drinking more water doesn't suddenly make your skin get extra hydration, because your kidneys just filter the extra out of your body to keep everything balanced. So essentially, you will just end up going to the bathroom more often, which is not only annoying, but it also doesn't help your skin at all. Your body is simply maintaining balance, not prioritizing your face for hydration. Okay, so now that I've covered that, let's talk about what really keeps your skin hydrated, and that's your skin barrier. When that barrier is healthy, it can hold on to moisture and prevent water from escaping. But when it's damaged, for example from harsh cleansers, or exfoliating, or using too many active products, your skin loses water no matter how much you drink. And one of the biggest factors that people often forget is the environment. When the air around you is too dry, like in winter when you spend a lot of time in air conditioning, your skin loses water much faster. So even if your barrier is healthy, a dry environment can still make your skin feel tired or dehydrated. But in almost all cases, it's just your skin reacting to what's happening around you. And that's completely normal because your skin constantly adjusts to changes in temperature, humidity, and air quality. It doesn't mean that anything is wrong with it. If you just step outside or turn off the air conditioning, your skin adapts and goes back to normal on its own. And drinking more water won't fix that because it's not a hydration issue. It's simply your skin responding to its environment. That's why it makes more sense to look at your habits first. Try cleansing with just water for a few days or even weeks. Switch to a mild cleanser in case you have to use one, and then give your skin more time to adjust. If it still feels uncomfortable when it's healing, you can support it with a simple moisturizer. But usually, just removing the stress is enough for it to recover. And before I forget to mention, if you're wondering how much water you should actually drink, it's really simple. Most of the water your body needs actually comes from food. Things like fruits, vegetables, soups, and even foods like meat, potatoes, or rice contain a lot of water. And honestly, almost everything you eat holds some water, so your diet already contributes a lot more than most people realize. So if you're eating normally and drinking fluids throughout the day, you're already giving your body what it needs. And once your body has enough, drinking more won't make your skin glow any extra. And as I said before, your body will just filter out excess. So the only thing you're really supporting here is the company selling you the water. So drink when you're thirsty, take care of your barrier, and let your skin do what it already knows how to do. And if you really feel the need to support it, use a simple moisturizer, because that makes a lot more sense than another glass of water. In that case, you're at least handing your money to the skincare industry instead of the water industry, with the possibility to actually hydrate the skin, which is what you wanted to do in the first place, right? Now I hope this helped make things a little bit clearer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Happy skincaring!